Good morning. Today I am doing a podcast on just feeling like I'm in a state where I'm having a silent scream right now. And what might I be saying? Well, we're in the process of selling a property, and initially there was conversation of I want a divorce, and so he wanted a divorce, and he wanted to give me the proceeds from this property and another one so that he can have a different house that we own. And so now he's saying that he wants that house to be paid off and for all of his needs to be met, and perhaps if there's any money left, and I'm willing to take him back, he can maybe look at what I need here where I'm living, which is just making me furious that this is where I'm at. That basically my silent screams are all internal, that I'm just flooding my body with that aggravation. And you wonder how we get sick in life. Well, you can see right here, this is my scar where I used to have a thyroid, where I've never had a voice. I've never really had a voice until I went to school. So, I will say, change your mind, change your life. I went to school because I felt like my whole life was at a dead end. And this happened at the beginning of COVID. So I really started focusing, not even just the beginning of COVID, it really started when we made our 45th election, but I couldn't see it. I'm Sagittarian. I love different cultures. I love people, and I don't see any reason to put a division on them, to say, oh, well, you're from over there on that side of the pond. You can't come over here. You're not good enough. So, I don't want to get into politics, but from a heartfelt place, I don't believe in the way we've gone about behaving ourselves recently as being something that's even remotely worthy of our humans. I find it very disgusting. So I will say I don't, and this is why on my YouTube channel I don't allow comments, because for the most part, I mean, you can comment, but I monitor them because I'm not going to pay someone to babysit us. And what I saw when we had our elections and our different things is that, my God, we're a bunch of toddlers. We're running around fighting over somebody on the playground that we're going to take sides with, that couldn't care two, they wouldn't give us 2 seconds of thought. We're like, yeah, get away from me. We don't like you. So they're above us, and we're beneath them, and whatever, know your place in life. Whatever. But politics to me is so gross and so dirty. And I even thought about, my channel originally was maybe going to go a little political because, I do have an opinion, but at the same time, I just decided, no, I'm not going to bother with this because it's so polarizing. And I don't want to be a part of the problem. I want to be a part of the solution. So, a few things. Myself and Maha's treasure box, she and I are working on getting some podcasts out. We are working on getting things done in Zoom. We meet daily, every day, for several hours a day to study our medical astrology. In April, we'll have our first STA certification, and we're trying to decide if we're going to take just a tiny turn and get another type of requirement out of the way. We might just do one of our major requirements, get that out of our way so we can continue on. But we are going to get the master's in the Horary medical astrology. And at this time, I do offer, both Barnoush and I offer, Maha's Treasure Box, we offer medical readings, monthly forecasts, annuals. But I really think the value is in the monthly myself. Is much of what happens is your chart repeats itself, and we can discuss it, but say you have a point every year that you get a cold, and that's a tough time. That would be a good month to check yourself out and to see, what is this pattern and why does it continuously emerge. So things like that. But yesterday, I have to admit, I was really hurt, and when I went through the day, somebody popped up and said, had said, hey, I'm really seeing the difference today. You're really not feeling right. You're feeling really sad. And yes, I was, because every time he talks, he takes back what he says. He comes in with his cruelty. He's okay. So you want any money from the proceeds of our properties? You're going to have to take me back, and you're going to have to touch me. I'm stage 4 cancer. I'm not touching anybody. I'm not touching anybody because guess what? One of the things that happens to us is when our life force goes and is going, our hands, it is in our hands, it's in our touch, it's in our field of energy. It's there and it matters. And so I'm not touching anybody who isn't worthy of me touching. And not to mention, I'm way over my ability to pick a partner. I think I don't have that ability down at all. So I'm not even going to pretend to myself that there's some point in this because for me, very likely I'm I'm over it. Don't care. Don't try to contact me and say, well, it's really about money. And if you want anything, you're going to have to buck up and you're going to have to make sure my needs are met and that I'm happy. And if you're not willing to do that, I don't think there's anything here for you. And I am so sick of this. This is what's so wrong with our society. People that we love, we treat them like they're just an asset to be used up like an object. How gross is that? So I did a little card pull because I was kind of feeling pretty mad. And last night I was feeling the energy of that inner scream going through my body. And I decided, nope, I'm not letting this happen again. I'm going to put it out there. I don't care who likes it or doesn't like it, because he always complains when he watches my videos and he doesn't like what I'm saying. But I don't really care. He doesn't have to like what I'm saying. I don't like what I'm saying either. But it is life. And if he isn't going to be a decent human because it's all for him and nobody else matters, well, I guess that's got to be said because there's so many women like me who are sitting there having a silent scream with breast cancer, with all kinds of problems, can't figure out why they can't get healthy. No, 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 no. You're not doing this to me anymore. Understand this. So, what are we going to do? We're going to look at these cards. What exactly happened yesterday? Why am I so upset with him? Well, seeker. He's a seeker. You see him sitting on my moon going, hey, I got my flag. I'm religious. I got it going on. I know stuff. It's all for me. It's all for me. It's all for me. And the selfishness of it all. The selfishness. He's the seeker for self. And me, I'm the moon. And I make a place for him to sit. And I need to stop doing that. My boundaries have got to be in place. And this is new to me. And I have to say, this could be maybe the best thing that ever happened because the guy's got me so mad now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He's not going to do this to me. He's not going to come to me and say, hey, after a week ago, he said, oh, I'll give you this asset. I'll give you this asset. I want that asset over there. Now he's saying, no, I want this asset. And I need that for me. And then I'm going to keep that chick because that's the way my parents would have wanted it. I got news for you, dude. Your mom told me that she was worried about my housing situation, that if something ever happened, that I might be homeless. She was trying to tell me about you. And I don't know that she even realized it. And how sad. How very sad. And what's happening to me? I'm becoming the mayor of fire. I'm coming out and I'm saying, nope. And this would be like a night of fire. I'm coming out and I have some authority here. I'm married to him. He might not think he has any accountability to me at all. And he has a brother who's more than willing to tell him, oh, yeah, you can just do this and you can just do that. You just do those things and you just watch and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. You might think you're a lawyer. Not so. You got a fool for a lawyer, your brother. Stop using his services. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I won't work with a lawyer no matter what, because I find them dirty. I find them there taking your money, willing to be about their fees, and not providing you anything other than, oh, you poor little boy, let me help you with your problems. Let me tell you, your person that you're mad at is just a horrible human. Yeah, we'll just hurt her. We'll just go after her. That is our legal games we play, and it is sickening. I have stage 4 cancer. How can any lawyer represent a man that wants a divorce so he can go be touched? I don't know. Gross. So then what do we get? We get the 9 of Earth, where he wants me to go underground in retreat, dead, gone, mort. This is what he wants. He's been wanting it for a while. Took my picture, showed it to everybody, bragged about he was going to be a widow soon. And then when I confront him, guess what? He can't answer that. Oh, I'm showing him because you're so pretty. No, dude, I'm sicker than hell. And I weighed under 90 pounds. You know what? I wouldn't even podcast during that time because I looked so bad. Or when I did podcast, you can go back and look. I wouldn't be on camera. And I'd say specifically, I don't feel well. I don't look well. I'm not on camera today. And that's what happened. So go back and look. It's there. But at any rate, I'm a little hopped up. And but I'm not going to allow my body to absorb the energy of this inner scream that I feel right now. It's going to come out of my body because I am not going to let this male dominated garbage. And I'm not saying all men are like this, they're not. But the ones who are make it bad for all of us. And with that, please do consider booking a medical reading or a past life reading. We provide all sorts of different things. I have natal reports, I have all sorts of different things. So please do consider getting a reading from us. Our price for the medical forecast monthlies are $50. So again, like if you have a medical issue that seems cyclical, that every year at September you have the flu, contact me. Let me know, and we'll look at September and see specifically why that occurs. And with that, thank you so much for joining me here today. And please do hit like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments. And as I said, they are monitored. So if you don't see them right away, it is because I monitor them, not because I'm trying to keep people from commenting. I'm trying to keep from needing a moderator because sometimes I say things that are, and I, plus not to mention, I don't really want my good friend dude to come on my site and leave comments because really I don't really care what he has to say right now. He hasn't been representing anything of a respect. And what do we have at the end of the day? We have our word. And if your word's no good, don't talk to me. With that, thank you for joining me.